Just because your first solution isn't perfect doesn't mean that there is no solution. There is some combination of solutions that will work. Your role when you're thinking in systems is to look for that combination until you figure it out. And this is a process that I personally repeated hundreds of times, which eventually is what allowed me to work full-time as a doctor while running a business full-time, and then doing my master's full-time while going to the gym and having a social life and spending time with my family and getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And often one of the biggest things I do now when I'm coaching someone is that I simply am more committed to looking for that solution for longer than they normally might. And a lot of the time, the solution we come to from this thinking process involves a certain level of discomfort. But this is actually fine. In fact, this is a good thing. The fact that a solution feels uncomfortable means it's different than what we're used to doing. And getting a different result to what we're used to getting is actually the whole point of thinking in systems. And what I found is that the discomfort of making the change and acting on the solution is often not as bad as the discomfort of not making the change. Or it may be uncomfortable to change your nighttime routine so that you can sleep 1 or 2 hours earlier. Yes, that's uncomfortable, sure. But it's not uncomfortable versus comfortable. It's uncomfortable versus even more uncomfortable, because if you don't make those changes, you have to live with the stress and the pressure and the anxiety and the disappointment of never being able to make meaningful progress on these things that matter to you. Now, as you do this process and you go back and forth between these two principles, you will find that your intentions and your plans become much clearer and much more specific. Your plans are not just general statements about the fact that you're going to do something at a certain time. It covers contingencies. If I'm tired, I'm going to do this. If I'm not tired, I'm going to do this. You will learn so much about yourself and how you respond to different challenges that you will also learn how you can make it easier for yourself to just do the things that you need to do. The way you follow your plans and create habits and achieve your goals becomes much more fluid and dynamic, adapting to the unexpected challenges of life rather than having this rigid approach which constantly butts up against it. And the only thing holding it up is your unwavering willpower, which will waver. Now, this is something that I've been doing for years, and I've been helping people to build their own systems for years as well. And I've picked up a lot of little tips and tricks that make it easier to build systems for certain goals and overcome certain obstacles. Now, some of these things I share on YouTube, but another place that I share them is in my free weekly newsletter. These are emails, newsletters that I write up with my fingers myself, not ChatGPT generated, where I think about what are the things that I wish I had known when I was first building my systems and learning to learn effectively and manage my time more effectively? What are the biggest needle movers that allowed me to learn effectively and advance my career while maintaining that balance in life? And I summarize those in these emails and I send them to you for free every single week. So if you're interested in getting some of those insights, then I'll leave a link for you to sign up in the description below. Now on to the final principle.